the clicker. That's pretty shallow today there. That's about 1 foot. I guess that was a manta ray. I brought 2 manta rays back from here one time. They were so cool. They were already dead. That was the bad part. Transporting them back on my road trip. Because people would turn their head and stuff when I'd go places. Like I had a dead person in the trunk or something. They'd get smelling real bad. I put him in the engine compartment. It didn't work out too good. Especially when I got home. I finally got home. The smell kind of stopped. But I finally got home, and then one of my dogs got to one of my manta rays and drug it under the house. I'm like, oh my God, the dog's going to die because it leaked the poison tail. But it didn't, but still. I had to go track the tail down. It's amazing how Samoyeds love fish. Miss my Samoyeds, really I do. They're the neatest dogs, from babies all the way up. They're so intelligent. Rarely will you find a stupid one. There's a guy who had one in Hawaii, and the dog surfs on a surfboard. It's pretty cool. Oh, whoa, whoa. Green giant. Well, looks like there's a few people over at Adventure Zone Water Park there. There's a few. Big old SUV from Georgia. This speed limit. Mask required for all indoor events at the convention center. So pretty there. Look at this Pacifica. All the stuff's blacked out on it. That's interesting. I wonder if they have that done. There's a whole bunch of bikers in Destin at the gas station. So they must have a big biker run today or something. Texas tag. A lot of Texas this week. And some back east folks like Maine. A little bit of that. Several Carolinas. Arkansas people started the beginning of the week, and last week in the dead part, there was a lot of Arkansas tags. Boy, there's a Trailblazer. I wanted one of those so bad. It turns out they have some problems. So maybe it was a good thing I didn't get one. They were like $30K new. But I really wanted the Jeep Grand Cherokee, whatever, limited, whatever it was, and then I liked this better, the Trailblazer. God, make up your mind. Georgia tag. You should know better. I gotta try different glue today for another project. Because it's not working out or I'm not doing it right. One of the two. I did get a gas cap that day because I did not want to go without, because it's like flammable until it evaporates in this heat. And so I went to several auto parts houses, and then finally I just started getting on the phone and dialing numbers because nobody had it, or they could get it that afternoon. And so finally I found one place over by the Walmart in Fort Walton, and they had 7 different choices of gas caps that were locking. Yep, in stock. So I just took the most expensive one, hoping it would really work, because some of them act stupid. I've had a couple that it was just a nightmare to get the gas opener closed. But I took the most expensive one, which was like $17.99. Here's a Sequoia Toyota V8 4-wheel drive. Wow. That's the climber one. But yeah, so I took that most expensive one, and it didn't want to work at first, and then finally it kind of, I guess, clicked itself in or something, and then it started working. Because I had to try it like 3 times in the parking lot, or I gotta take it back. If it doesn't work, I gotta take it back. But I was glad to get that done, because I was basically peeing my pants to find another gas cap. I had the original. I don't know if I've got it in the car or in storage, but I do have the original just in case. Usually if I sell a car, I take the locking gas cap off because they're usually so expensive, but I got a good deal this time. Normally I pay $30-40 for those suckers. For a good one. Because I'll order them online. Usually. So I can get a good quality on that parts house. I don't know what you're doing, but I wish you'd figure it out. God alive. Dreaming. Quit talking, get off the phone, do something. That's entirely too slow. It's slow enough with the speed limit like 35-40. You want to go like 15, man, that's way too slow, unless you're looking for something. But usually if you're looking for something, you're dragging the brakes. And we can tell. Because right after you get done dragging the brakes several times, and all of a sudden, you will turn right with no turn signal. And almost get us in a car accident. Have you guys seen that new grill on the new Lexus? Whoa, is that not pretty? I'm not a fan of Lexus, even though it's a gold-plated Toyota, but I'm telling you, that grill is the neatest looking thing. It's very, how do you say, graphic? It kind of looks like spirograph. That grill is unreal that they put on that new Lexus. It is definitely artwork. I'd have to have two, because some dumbo's going to hit the car and ruin it. So I'd have to have a backup because they're so darn pretty. Boy, that's a really bright red on that Alabama Jeep. Got the top rolled back a little bit. Well, I bet the windage is terrible on that sucker. Really bad aerodynamics. Hi, how you doing? Can we go? Be playing on the phone. Pull over, play on the phone over there. Why do they got it? What kind of parking is that? It looks like a drive-thru, but I don't think it is. Interesting. a tag, and they should know better than to play like that in the traffic. Usually just tourists do that. Honey Tree Lane, that's a pretty name for a street. How'd you like to live on that and have your mail addressed to that? Honey Tree Lane. Oh my God. You are dumb if you go to this gas station. Oh, please, drive the freaking car. It goes faster than that. Oh, my. She's basically looking down at that phone. Christ. Lay the phone down, man. Please. Kingston Court. Had a blast last night. I went to the Winn-Dixie in Destin to check the food. I should have got some on the way out. They have the most unreal food in Destin grocery store till 7:30 at night. You got to be there before 7:30. And it's very, very reasonable. And let me tell you, the guy was a blast. He was from Jamaica, the guy that waited on me. He's a black guy from Jamaica. The accent is so fabulous. I had a best friend in California that was from Jamaica, and I love to hear her talk. She was black too, and she was a doll, and it's kind of like, when they talk, it's kind of like music. It's really interesting. You know, it's sort of like the people from Georgia. They have that drawl, kind of like the movie Gone with the Wind. It's just really intriguing, these accents. And but he was just so charming, and he waited on me like a waiter. And he even told me, he said, well, you know, this stuff's serve yourself, but here's how you do it, and I'll get it for you. And just what a charmer. He was just enchanting, so, you know, I had to go to the manager and tell him what a great guy he is. So I hope they give him a raise. You know, if you don't tell them the good stuff, but you only tell them the bad stuff, that's really bad, because bad word goes further than good. But you can make somebody a raise. I've got a few people, jobs higher than their job that they were working, like management jobs, and got them way more pay, just for telling management how good they are. So don't hesitate to do that. That looks like big fire straight ahead. It sure does. My camera looks like it went crooked or something. I hope that's better. Riding sideways with me. Yeah, there's a real black looking cloud up here. It's possible it's something burning. But anyway, I hope it's not my office. I have work to do. Those new Camaros, they sure are interesting looking. I just don't like those tires. They need more rubber. I don't like that low profile stuff. Okay, let's see. I got most of my supplies. Got my milk. Yeah, that looks very fire up ahead. Should go to that. I think I'm gonna spin over to this dollar store and get a couple cappuccino on the 2 for $5 gig before I go to work. Thirsty. Well, I have not felt good the last like 4 days, other than my back's way out. Probably be walking with a cane at one point this week. I don't doubt it, but I got a cane with me. So, but I hurting. I'm not a big fan of drugs, so I don't take all that painkiller stuff. Whatever. Look at the red on that car. Whoa. If that isn't totally true. Is that your red car?
No.
That color is unreal, isn't it?
No.
Wow. Eclipse Cross. Look at that red. Wow, that just jumps out at you. I bet you that's a 3 or 4 phase paint. It reminds me of the Cadillac paints, like the white diamond. Wow, what a most beautiful color. I was hoping that was her car so I could compliment her on her beautiful vehicle. Anyway, ooh, there's some people I gotta thank them for their service. There's 2 military guys. That's something I do all day long. Thank them for their service, because I really do thank them. And these damn window shade things. Okay. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Love ya. Thanks for riding with me.